Hi, Emily Letran here, your certified high performance coach. This morning I did a Facebook Live and I invited people to come on to listen to my radio show. And I posted the link for the radio show. And then on the radio show, I invited people to download my app, which from the app, they can download my ebooks, they can download my podcasts, they can stay connected with me. So when I send out an announcement, then you will know, whether there's a special event or maybe I'm speaking somewhere, then I can connect with you. And then somebody messaged me and say, well, you're doing so many things. Why are you doing so many things, and do they all work? Well, I believe that in order to be successful, you need to do everything in your capability. You need to do everything in your ability, and you need to learn everything you can to be successful. So one of my mentor coach, Dan Kennedy, he has taught me. People ask him, how do I find 20 clients? And his answer is, there is no one way to find 20 clients. There are 20 ways to find one client. And so if you think about it, that basically means you have to do multiple things. My other coach, Jim Palmer, would teach a $1 million platform. And let me tell you the secret about the $1 million platform. It just means you do several things to get to $1 million. There's no one platform. There are multiple platforms. There are podcasts, there's your website, there's your blog, there's your speaking engagement, there's your info product, there's your online courses, there's your coaching one-on-one, there's your group coaching, there's putting on your events. All of that will help you get to the $1 million platform and help you become successful. So when somebody asks me, why do you do so many things? My answer is because I really want to achieve my goal. And my goal is to help as many business owners and entrepreneurs, can help as many as I can spread the message that they can all work on themselves to maximize their potential and streamline their business and increase profits so they can have the best life that they deserve. Because once you live up to your full potential, you will find joy, engagement, and happiness, and you will lessen all your stress. So in the process of building up a business, so like right now I'm building up my coaching business. Is there stress? Absolutely. Is there a lot of work? Absolutely. I do my radio show, which is downloaded as a podcast. I've written my ebooks. I have created my info product. One of them is called How to Train Your Patience. It is actually some tips that I want to share with my colleagues, dentists, doctors, professionals. It's called How to Train Your Patience. I got inspired by the movie How to Train Your Dragons. If you have kids, you most likely know that movie. I have my online course. One is called Action to Wins, and the other one is called Fast Track to High Performance. I put on my events. I've done 2 events so far. There's going to be one coming up in July in Costa Mesa, California. I've done several speaking engagements. I'll be speaking in Burbank, California, the day after tomorrow. I'll be speaking in Utah by the end of the month. I'll be speaking in Cancun in July. Multiple speaking engagement. And what I'm doing is I'm doing multiple things, because if I'm just going to do one thing and try to wait for that thing to grow, it may take a while, right? But if I do multiple things and each one of them grow a little bit, I will get to my goal sooner than somebody who's just concentrated on one thing. Now, you certainly have a choice to just do one thing. But for me, I make that choice to do multiple things. It's just like when I'm trying to grow my dental practice, my dental business. 20 years ago, I watched a seminar where one of the doctors, I believe it was Dr. Woody Oakes, and he said, one of the fastest way to grow your dental business is to buy another practice. So I went home after I watched the tape. I started buying dental practices, and yes, I built my dental business faster than somebody who has one and just concentrate on building that one. There's no one way better than the other. It's just whatever your goal is and how fast you want to get to your goal, you want to reach your goal, and how committed you are. And that is, if that's how you approach your business, that should be how you approach your life. So, the next time you see me doing one more thing, don't be surprised. Most likely, I learned that one more thing from an expert, and by the expert I mean somebody who has a track record, somebody who's been doing that for a while. So I invest my time, my money, my effort to learn from the experts, and so that way I can shortcut my way to success, right? You can try to do things on your own, but why? I think we passed that age when we are curious kid, right? We are now adults, we're professionals, we're trying to build a business. If you want to learn how to do a newsletter, go to the Newsletter Guru. He's actually one of my coach, Jim Palmer. He has a template. He has everything already set up. You can actually just plug in your content and your newsletter can go out the next week. You don't even have to think that much. If I want to write a book, I'm working with my personal mentor, Sharon Lecter. She's written multiple books. If I want to create that into a classroom content, because she is the brain behind Rich Dad, I'm sure she can help me with that, because that's something that she has already done, right? So, and if I want to use NLP in persuasion, in presentation, that's my coach, Matt Browning. That's what he's for, because he has already been doing his training with Tony Robbins. He has put on more than 200 events, and I'm certainly can learn from him in a short amount of time. I can figure things out myself. I believe in our ability to figure things out ourselves, but what's more important is to shortcut that learning curve and to not make mistakes, because we actually don't need to make mistakes on our own. We can just learn from other people's mistakes. So if you are at a point where you say, I want to grow my business and I'm doing this thing right now, I'm doing A, and that's all I know how to do, search for help, search for counsel, search for guidance, get a coach, get a mentor, get a consultant, somebody who can help you with other ways to leverage your time, your effort, your team, so you can build your business faster. And because the faster you build your business, the more successful you are, the more you can help other people. And I'm sure that is one of your goals, is to help more people, to touch more lives, and to make it much more fulfilling for yourself. So I will see you very soon on my $1 Million platform. We'll be doing soon webinar, and we're already doing the radio show. We already have the podcast. I haven't created a newsletter for my list yet, but I have the newsletter for my dental patients. I'll see you at events, the events that I'm going to be putting on, the events where I'm going to be speaking at. I'm contemplating of doing an electronic magazine that a lot of things seem to go digital. A lot of things are in social media. So certainly I will try to get more on social media. Facebook Live is another thing. One more platform that you can leverage your presence. You can leverage your content to share all of this. After I do the Facebook Live video, I upload it on my YouTube channel. And so if you go to my YouTube channel, there's several videos there. It's just repurposing your content, spread it out on multi-platform, and keep continuously producing content. And of course, I learned that from none other than my coach, Brendon Burchard, who's probably the king of content because he keep on talking and producing more and more material and writing more books. And if you want to consider getting some ideas on how to grow your business, which platform you may want to choose, feel free to reach out to me. You can email me at coachemilyletran@gmail.com. I'm going to post a link. You can go ahead and download the app. So you can reach out to me. You can contact me via the app, and you can get all the ebook downloads on there, as along with the radio show and the podcast. And so I hope that answers some of your questions. Why I'm doing multiple things. No, I don't have more time than you do. I have the same 24 hours, but I just feel that at this point, the social media, where we're doing podcasts, where we're doing Facebook Live, those are the things that are producing results to build the list. And at the same time, I have people reach out to me, contacting me, where I can set up strategy sessions and connect with people, and go ahead and leverage all that. Don't go and try to reinvent the wheel, because the wheel has already been invented. You don't need a new wheel. You just go search for the person who's already doing what you're trying to do, and see if they're already getting the result. And if they're already getting the result, that's the person you want to work with. It's actually pretty simple. I hope you have a lot of fun planned for this weekend. Tomorrow, I'm going to be driving my son to Taekwondo down in San Diego. It's going to be like a 2 hours drive, and I'm sure he's going to have fun. It's a Taekwondo competition for high school students. And then on Sunday, I'll be speaking in Burbank at one of my friends' event, Ignite Your Biz with Sue Brook. And if you have time, I would love for you to come out and join us. It's all going to be about marketing. And of course, I'm going to talk about how to fast track your high performance in marketing. What else am I going to talk about, right? Well, hope everybody have a great weekend, and I will see you in the weekend. I might just do a couple more videos, but have a great weekend. Enjoy with your family, and plan for a productive week ahead. Okay?